If you love listening to podcasts, then you might love audiobooks too. And that's why I recommend Audible. Audible is the best app in the world to download and enjoy audiobooks. And with seemingly infinite titles, including the Game of Thrones series, Harry Potter, Lean In, and more, I guarantee you'll find the perfect audiobook for you. A great feature that'll come in handy is you can download all of your titles on any device and listen offline. This is of course particularly useful when traveling or during long commutes, and we all know it's simply a drag to sit in a train, plane, or bus with nothing to help time go by a little faster. For the listeners of Sleep and Relax ASMR, you'll get a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial if you go to audibletrial.com/sleepandrelaxasmr. The audiobook I recommend is Stephen King's The Shining because, I'm a sucker for fiction, and there's something amazing about listening to a well-told horror story to pass time. So that's audibletrial.com/sleepandrelaxasmr to claim your 30-day trial and get one free download. Welcome everyone to episode 179 of Sleep and Relax ASMR. At least I'm fairly sure it's 179. Some people ask me why I get so confused. The truth is, I do recordings. Sometimes I will make episode 184 before I make episode. I typically just work in like batches of 5, which represents 2 weeks of the show, basically. So I try to plan 2 weeks of the show beforehand, and I try to always be at least 1 week before. Every now and then there's like inspiration that hits me and I'm like, oh, you know what, maybe it's best suited for 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. So occasionally I'll jump ahead a little bit. I'll say, oh, that would be perfect for this time. But I'm pretty sure we're on episode 179. This episode we're talking about colors, and I'm basically going to be reading different colors, all the colors I can possibly read within 25 minutes, let's say 20 or 25 minutes. I was really curious. I said, I wonder how many colors there actually are out there, and I wonder what they look like. So it's a fairly random episode, but I'm going to be reading, all the colors with the letter A and B for sure, and maybe a little more. And like most episodes on the podcast, it's just a random thing. And I titled this episode Double Rainbow because that was the first thing that came to my mind. I remember seeing a double rainbow video on YouTube that became famous for a little bit, and I said, hey, we're talking about colors, not necessarily just of the rainbow, but we're talking about colors. It's called Double Rainbow. So I'll be reading the name of these colors, and then some of them I might describe if I think it's interesting. So first one is absolute blue. Absolute blue. It's absolute zero, which really just looks like a medium shade of blue. Asaju, which is kind of like a dark brown gray. Acid green. Aero, which is like a light blue. Aero blue, which is a very light blue. It's almost like we're white. It's like a sky blue is what I can describe it as. Very, very light blue. African violet. Why is it called African violet? I'm not sure. Air Force blue, followed by Air Force blue again. So there's the first Air Force blue is in parentheses and it says RAF. Reserve Air Force, I guess. And then Air Force blue underneath is USAF. Really not sure. But the Air Force blue looks a lot like absolute zero, whereas the Air Force blue RAF kind of looks more like Aero. Then we have Air Superiority blue, presumably also linked with the Air Force in some way. Then we have Alabama crimson. Alabama crimson, roll tide. I'm not an Alabama fan myself, but it's a nice looking color. Then we have Alabaster, which here comes out like a peach. Very, very light peach. And then we have Alice Blue, which either Wikipedia didn't load properly or it's just white, because it looks basically just white. Then we have Alien Armpit. I'm not making this up. The next color listed is Alien Armpit, and it looks a lot like lime green. It's kind of disgusting to think of. So, Alien Armpit. Alizarin Crimson, which is honestly a little more pinkish than I would have suspected. Then we have Alloy Orange, which looks like a burnt orange. It's a nice color. Almond, which looks like pink to me from here. Amaranth, which is a very deep pink. Amaranth Deep Purple, which looks like a deep purple. Amaranth Pink, which looks more like a lilac to me. Amaranth Purple, which self-explanatory. Amaranth Red is a nice looking color. Then we have Amazon. Now, if I told you Amazon as a color, what do you think it would look like? And I'll give you 3 seconds to think about it internally, or just to sit there in silence if you're uninterested. So if you didn't think of anything and you were just sitting there in silence, I apologize. But if you did think about it, visualize the color that you think Amazon represents. The official Amazon color kind of looks like a dirty light blue. It almost looks like as if you had like a teal blue, and you kind of threw a little bit of dirt in there, and you kind of just washed it around. It's an interesting color. Yeah, it's kind of like a gray teal. It's kind of what it looks like. After Amazon, we have Amazonite, which is kind of like teal. We have Amber. That to me looks like dandelion yellow. Then we have Amber, parentheses SAE/ECE. If anyone knows what the hell that means, I would really appreciate it, because I have no idea what that is. But Amber, SAE/ECE, looks like dandelion yellow, like amber above it, with a little more orange. Then we have American Blue. We got a lot of American colors coming up, y'all, so be ready. I guess Americans get to dictate the colors. I don't know. American Blue looks like purple. American Bronze follows and looks like dirt brown. I gotta be honest. Then American Brown looks like dark violet. American Gold, self-explanatory. American Green kind of looks like Alien Armpit, just a little bit darker. Alien Orange. Then we have American Orange, which is self-explanatory. American Pink, it's a nice pink color. American Purple, looks like American Purple. American Red is, if you think American Red, at least me, the first thing that just popped into my head was the red from, let's say, the flag. But this isn't the red from the flag. This is American Red, officially, is more pink than anything else. And then same thing, right under American Red, you have American Rose. And American Rose, it looks pink. It looks pink to me. I would love if you guys could check out these colors. Just look up list of colors, look them up on Wikipedia, and you'll see all these. And they give you samples of what they look like. But American Rose does not look like rose to me. It doesn't look red. American Red doesn't look red. They look pink and dark violet, in my opinion. Then we have American Silver. Self-explanatory. I'm looking for... Now my page won't load. We have, after that, American Violet, which looks like a very deep purple. Kind of like... You know what it looks like? It looks like the purple that you see on the Los Angeles Lakers uniform. And then an American yellow that looks like literally if you mix American violet, that purple, and American yellow, it looks like the Los Angeles Lakers uniform. So after American yellow, we have amethyst. If I tell you a color's name is amethyst, 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 what do you think that color looks like? Again, think of it in your head or just sit there in silence. I'm sure 3 of you are actually doing it. Okay, amethyst is it is like American violet, and then it looks like a deep purple, except it looks, you know what it looks like? It looks like the Los Angeles Lakers purple if it were washed out a little bit. Imagine you had a pair of pants that was the shade of purple as the Los Angeles Lakers uniform, and you put that in the washer and dryer for like 10 years. That's what amethyst looks like, or amethyst. That's the best job I can do of describing this. Underneath we have Android green, which looks like the little Android logo, I guess. Moving on. Anti-flash white. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Anti or anti? I kind of flip-flop on that one. Sometimes I'll say anti, sometimes I'll say anti. Let's say anti. Anti-flash white, which looks just like white. Then we have antique brass, which looks like a pinkish kind of look. Then we have antique bronze. Looks about right. Antique fuchsia. It's actually a nice color. Antique ruby is a nice color. It's like a ruby color, I guess. Antique white looks like a peach kind of white. Then we have a color just called AO. AO. If you had to guess what AO was in terms of shade of color, if I told you green, would that surprise you? AO. It's literally just the letter AO and then parentheses English. So I don't know if it's supposed to be translated from some alien language. Who the hell knows? But yeah, AO. It's like a forest green. It's a nice color. I mean, who am I to decide what a nice color is? Maybe you don't like the color. Maybe you get to decide. Underneath that we have apple, which is like a green. Then we have apple green, which kind of looks like alien armpit again. Underneath it we have apricot, self-explanatory. Then we have aqua and aquamarine. Right underneath that, Arctic lime looks like Mountain Dew. Army green looks, as I would imagine, arsenic. You know, if you said arsenic, in my head, I would think it's a red color. This is actually like a dark blue purplish color. Underneath it we have artichoke. If I were to say artichoke, I would assume it is a green color, and it is not. Artichoke is closer to a gray or silver. We have Aurelid yellow, which is a very unique looking shade of yellow. Look up Aurelid yellow. Hard to describe. It is yellow, but it's like a sand / goldish color. Ash gray. Asparagus, which is a little bit more subdued than what I think of when I think of asparagus. Ateneo blue, which looks to me like American blue, which looks like Air Force blue, the first one that we touched on. Because remember, there are like 3 different blues, Air Force blues. Then we have atomic tangerine. I would think that atomic tangerine would look like a neon-ish shade of orange. Instead, it's like peach. It's like flesh color, kind of like when kids draw humans. Then we have auburn. Okay. Then we have aureolin. Aurelin, which is just a very annoying shade of yellow. Aurometalsaurus. Who names these? Is there just a 12-year-old that just says like, hey, I'm going to call this specific shade, and I know it's a different shade of color because the RFG or whatever what are they called? The hex value, the hex value is different than anything else humans have discovered before, but it is all one word, Aurometalsaurus. That's definitely just a kid in a basement that said, let me screw around with everyone. Lo and behold, it looks like regular gray / dark. It's like a dark gray. Then we have avocado. Then we have a color that I'm not making this. I promise you, I'm not making this up. I know that I have a very sarcastic tone. People tell me that. The next color after avocado is awesome. It's just called awesome. Not making this up. Look it up. It is like a neon, annoying shade of pink. It's like a very hot pink. It's hot pink is what it is. Not making this up. Look it up. The color awesome. The hex value is FF2052. Seriously. After awesome, we have axolotl, which is dark gray. No idea why they name it axolotl. Sounds like just a really exotic name. Axolotl. Kind of sounds like a name you'd hear like in Thor, right? In the movie Thor. Loki, Thor, and axolotl. Maybe it's just me. After axolotl, we have Aztec gold. Beautiful shade of gold. Then we have azure, A-Z-U-R-E, or A-Z-U-R-E for my Canadian listeners. A. After that, we have azure, parentheses, web color. I don't know why they start making this up. Right after azure, parentheses, web color, you have azure mist, which to me look exactly the same. Then we have azuresh white, which is light blue. Then we have baby blue. Then we have baby blue eyes, which is basically the exact same shade of blue, except it is a little deeper blue. I don't know if that makes sense. Then we have baby pink, cute little pink color. Then we have baby powder, which to me looks like white. Then we have Baker Miller pink. So obviously there was a couple or two people named Baker and Miller that decided to call us after them. That's a little conceited. Then we have ball blue. We have Banana Mania. If I told you Banana Mania, you'd probably think a very rich yellow color. This is like the most subdued peach color you've ever seen. Then we have Banana Yellow. It's good. Self-explanatory. Then we have Bangladesh Green. It's like a gorgeous sea green, forest green kind of color. Barbie pink, exactly as you'd expect. Then barn red. And then battery charged blue. This kind of looks like a toy car blue. Battleship gray. Bazaar. Bow blue. Beaver. Beer. Begonia. These are, I'm not making these up. After Battleship Gray, you have Bazaar, Bow Blue, Beaver, Beer. The color beer apparently is like a dark orange yellowish color. And then Begonia. Then you have beige, which to me beige looks like white from here. So then after beige we have Bedazzled Blue, which I would imagine would be something a little more flashy, and it's like a very subdued purplish blue. Then we have Big Dip. I mean, the next two names in particular, just listen to these. Big Dip O Ruby, followed by Bigfoot Feet. I really wish I were making these up. I think Big Dip Orubi kind of looks like what I would imagine. But when you think of Bigfoot feet, I don't know. It's like a pink peach color. So I'm not sure if they just have some insight into what exactly Bigfoot's feet look like. I don't imagine they look like that, but then we have Bisque. It's like a light peach pink. Then we have Bistre, which is a dark brown. Then we have Bistre Brown, which to me looks like alien armpit. Then we have Bitter Lemon and Bitter Lime, one right after the other, both of which just look like Android Green / alien armpit. Then we have Bittersweet, which is actually a sweet looking little color. It's like a really beautiful pink. We have Bittersweet Shimmer, which looks like lipstick. Like that shade of pink lipstick. I don't know if I'm making sense. Then we have Black. Hello, Black. Hello, welcome to this episode of Sleep and Relax ASMR. The color Black. That's probably the first normal looking color. Then Black Bean, which is dark brown, actually. Then we have Black Chocolate, Black Coffee, Black Coral, Black Leather Jacket, Black Olive, Blackberry, Black Shadows, Blanched Almond, Blast Off Bronze, and Bleu de France. It's not the shade of blue that you see like in the French flag. It's Bleu de France, which looks just like every other lighter shade of blue that I've seen so far. Except Blizzard Blue, which comes right after and is a really nice sky blue kind of looking color. Followed after Blizzard Blue, we have Blonde. And Blonde is not quite as yellow as I thought it would be. And it doesn't look like the color of hair either. Blonde hair. Then we have Blood. This looks about right. Blood Orange also looks about right. Blood Red. Okay. Blood, parentheses, animal. And then Blood, parentheses, organ. It's a little morbid that they had to make that distinction. This is the color blood of an animal, blood of an organ. Let's move along. Blue. Just regular old blue. Amazing. Welcome to this episode of Sleep and Relax ASMR, Blue. Then Blue, hashtag, Blue, parentheses, Crayola, Blue, parentheses, Munsell, Blue, parentheses, NCS, Blue, parentheses, Pantone, Blue, parentheses, Pigment, Blue, parentheses, RYB. All of them do look different. I would say a Blue RYB looks very similar to just regular blue, and Blue Crayola looks identical to Blue NCS. Bluebell looks nothing like all of them. Bluebell is almost like a lilac lavender color. Blue Bolt is like a neon blue. It's nice. Blue Cola. Okay. Blue Gray. Looks like blue gray. Hats off to you. It actually looks right. Blue Green, which looks like blue. Blue Green, hashtag. Why do I keep on saying hashtag? I don't even use Twitter. Blue Green, parentheses, color wheel. I don't know what the difference is. Blue Jeans, Blue Lagoon, Blue Magenta Violet, Blue Sapphire, Blue Violet, parentheses, Crayola, Blue Violet, parentheses, color wheel. The Crayola is like a subdued version of that Blue Violet. Then we have Blue Yonder, Blueberry, which, if I'm being honest, I would think Blueberry would be a much deeper shade of blue. That looks like someone just picked that does not look like blueberry to me. Blue Bonnet, Blush, Bull, Bondi or Bondi Blue, Bone. Okay. After Bone, we have Booger Buster. I'm not making this up, guys. Booger Buster, which is actually a nice, like, sand-looking color. It's not a nasty green booger color, so at least it's a silly name, but not a bad-looking color. Then Boston University Red. Go Hawks. I don't know what you guys are. I'm sorry If I have a listener from Boston University, tell me what your mascot is. Bottle green, boysenberry, brandi blue, brandy, brass, brick red, bright cerulean, bright gray, bright green, looks just like alien armpit, bright lavender, bright lilac, bright maroon, beautiful color. Look at bright maroon, beautiful color. In my opinion, in my estimation. Bright navy blue, bright pink, looks like Barbie pink. Bright turquoise, looks like teal. Bright eube, bright yellow, parentheses Crayola. Brilliant azure, azure or azure, brilliant lavender, brilliant rose, brink pink, British racing green, bronze, parentheses metallic, bronze yellow, brown Crayola, brown traditional, brown web, brown nose, brown sugar, brown chocolate, brown coffee, brown yellow, Brunswick green, bubble gum, bubbles, bud green, buff, Bulgarian rose, burgundy, burleywood, burnished brown, burnt orange, beautiful color, looks just like the orange above. It looks like the Texas Longhorns logo. Burnt sienna, burnt umber, button blue, Byzantine, and the last color for blue, Jesus, get a hold of yourself, for the letter B is Byzantium, which the color Byzantium to me sounds like a gold or a gray color. I don't know why. It's actually a dark purple. So that'll be it, because there are a ton more colors. If you guys enjoyed this particular type of series, this is a pretty unique series in that typically I'll read lists, I'll read whatever, but in this case, this episode I took a lot of creative liberty to throw in my own jokes and kind of pick and choose what things I will comment on. If you guys liked this episode, if you'd like to see me maybe change things up or do something similar but in a different way, email the show at hello@sleepandrelaxasmr. You can check out our website, which is just sleepandrelaxasmr.com. And remember, you can help out the show in a massive way by visiting patreon.com/sleepandrelaxasmr and supporting us through there. So that's the end of this episode, Sleep and Relax ASMR. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and take care.